Now, live on KBTX, the Brazos Valley's news leader, this is News 3 at 6.
We start tonight with a sad story out of Fayette County that left one local man dead. 28-year-old Josh Sakala of Bryan was killed over the weekend in a competitive bull riding event in LaGrange. Witnesses say he was hurt by a bull he was riding. According to Fayette County EMS, crews responded to the event to find Sakala in cardiac arrest. He was taken to St. Mark's Medical Center, where he died. According to organizers at the competition, Sakala was competing in the 11th annual Backyard Bull Bash at the Buchan Inn Arena on FM 2145 in LaGrange at the time of the accident. The Robertson County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding a wanted man. Jacob Blackstone is believed to be living in the Hearn area. He is wanted on charges of motion to revoke possession of a controlled substance. If you know anything about his location, please call the Robertson County Sheriff's Office at 800-299-0191. You could earn a cash reward of $500. A Caldwell man is behind bars after allegedly leading state troopers on a chase Saturday. DPS troopers say 51-year-old James Biscamp led them on a car chase after initially being pulled over for speeding on FM 60 in Burleson County. Biscamp is also accused of ramming one of the DPS vehicles during the chase. Troopers say they also found a small amount of marijuana and methamphetamine. He's still in the Brazos County Jail on $36,000 bond. 7 Fort Hood soldiers visiting New Braunfels for the 4th of July holiday came under gunfire early this morning. The soldiers were trying to help when they were targeted. The 7 soldiers were visiting a city park a little after midnight when they tried to stop an argument between a man and a woman. According to New Braunfels police, the woman reportedly gave a handgun to the man, then he fired 19 shots at the soldiers.
They thought that they had successfully done so and kind of brought it to a nice resolution and were leaving that particular disturbance and heading back towards their vehicle when they heard the distinct sound of a gun being racked, a handgun. One of the soldiers did have his own weapon in his own vehicle and was able to retrieve that weapon and return fire.
The suspect was grazed in the elbow by a bullet. None of the soldiers were hurt. Police later spotted the duo's car at a nearby gas station and arrested them. Police say charges are not expected against the soldiers. Investigators are still trying to figure out what caused a car to burst into flames on Highway 6. It happened south of College Station near Santa's Wonderland and slowed traffic for about an hour. We're told that everyone was able to get out safely from the car. The vehicle is a total loss, and fire officials say that while the cause is still unknown, it's not considered suspicious. The road is now back open to drivers. If you're still looking for something to do this 4th of July, there's a big celebration at the George Bush Library going on right now. News 3's Carly Cassidy joins us live from the I Love America 4th of July celebration, where there is plenty of fun for the whole family. Hi, Carly.
Yep, it's feeling a little bit toasty out here, but we have a pretty good breeze going also. You can see that with the flags. And here I'm joined with the director of the museum and library, Warren Finch. So the band just got started going, exchange. What are some other things that we can expect if people come out here?
So the band just started. They'll play for a while. And we have the symphony orchestra is going to play a little bit later in the evening. Bill Flores is going to be here and read a selection from the Declaration of Independence on Independence Day. We have a kids zone. The games are open. They'll be open until about 8:30 or 8:45, as will the museum. The museum's open today, the only day a year that we're open free of charge. So come out and take an opportunity to see a great exhibit, Driven to Drive. We have a bunch of cars from the 1950s in the museum. And then, as I said, there's games. There's the Lions Club has popcorn, watermelon, hot dogs, almost anything you want. And come out and enjoy the event.
All right, and if people are going to be coming out soon, how's the parking situation looking? Where can people park, things like that?
So they're parking adjacent to the library, so come down University Drive into Research Park or Discovery. And the lots that are normally used for football games, the fan lots, the gravel lots that are adjacent to the library, you can park there, and it's just a very short walk over to the library.
All right, and then what are some things that people can bring with them and not bring with them if they're headed out soon?
Well, we ask no glass containers, but please bring water because, as you said, it's hot out here. And the sun will set and it'll cool down in a bit. There's a nice breeze, but bring water. And you can bring food out, but there's also food here, but no glass containers.
All right, and the fireworks are happening around 9 to 9:30, correct?
Yeah, the symphony will start playing about, I think, 8:45, and then after the symphony starts playing, the fireworks, I think, are, yeah, somewhere around dark.
All right, well, Mac will have that forecast coming up for your fireworks, and as for the rest of the evening goes, in just a few minutes. We'll send things back to you in the studio.
Thanks very much, Carly. Looks like a beautiful event in store there. Washington on the Brazos welcomed visitors today for its annual 4th of July festivities as well. Park goers were treated with crafts and face painting for the kids, as well as various games and activities for all ages. Visitors could also take tours of Independence Hall and visit the Star of the Republic Museum. However, for some, a grill and a lawn chair was all that was needed.
Birthplace of Texas, best place to celebrate Independence Day. Barbecuing, hanging out, waiting for some fireworks, make a whole day of it.
The festivities there continue this evening. You can take in the Cody Bryan Band in concert from 7 to 9 with fireworks to follow at 9:15. In Navasota, the festivities began around 10 with a parade through downtown. Several organizations had floats in the parade, and a lot of families took part too. The kids rode bikes and scooters, all decked out in red, white, and blue.
To celebrate all those who fought for our freedom, and it's really important for the kids to know how important it is about the soldiers that go overseas and fight for us so that we can live every day free and celebrate this special day.
The festivities continued with free food, games, and music at the Navasota Center until 2 this afternoon. Well, it's been a hot and humid 4th of July. Meteorologist Mac Morris joins us in 7 minutes with more on a heat advisory in effect for our area. And how well do you know your 4th of July history? We'll test the knowledge of some Central Texas residents.
You're watching KBTX News 3, the people you know, the news you trust.
Thousands of Texans are hitting streets celebrating the 4th with picnics, parties, and parades, as well as fireworks shows. John Carroll set out to find out just how well do they know their 4th of July history.
Well, it's Independence Day.
Well, the Declaration of Independence was signed that day.
Okay, that's an easy one. So let's step it up.
How many original colonies became states at that moment?
I have no idea. 12, 15, 13.
13.
13 original colonies.
13?
Now, we turn the heat up even more. What governing body adopted the Declaration of Independence?
They had a specific name.
You know it?
No, I can't remember. I'm on the spot. I'm on camera.
The Continental Congress?
That's it.
Okay, yeah.
Would it have been Parliament?
I believe it was the Continental Congress.
That's right. Now, a harder one.
What is the first sentence of the Declaration of Independence?
We the people. We the people.
I actually just the other day at the courthouse read the Declaration of Independence.
So what are the first lines?
We the people, in order to form a more...
No, that's the Constitution.
Is it win in the course?
There you
of
go.
Human events?
There you go.
Okay. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that one, no.
How about how old is our country today?
4 plus 24 plus 6, 240?
That's it.
Who wrote the final copy of the Declaration?
I believe Thomas Jefferson was in France, so I don't know if it was him.
Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin.
Thomas Jefferson?
That's right. And finally, where did the Congress ratify the Declaration of Independence?
Massachusetts? I don't know. New York?
In the Northeast. Several cities. I mean, Philadelphia.
That's it, Philadelphia, the home of the Liberty Bell.
I have no clue. It's going to be the blooper reel.
So we're not all about hot dogs, baseball, picnics, parties, and parades. There's more to us, and it's a long history. John Carroll, KBTX News 3.
Well, we got a warm evening setting up across the Brazos Valley. What will it mean for your fireworks forecast? We'll talk about that coming up here in just a little bit.
News 3 weather from the Pinpoint Forecast team. Brought to you by the Bank and Trust, local bank, local bankers, and now local weather.
Well, it's pretty hot once again out there across the Brazos Valley. We actually didn't even get below 80 last night. We actually got down only to 80 degrees this morning, so it's been pretty warm all day. We're at 93. We got up to 95 so far, but it's felt like anywhere between 105 and 108 throughout the afternoon. It stays pretty hot for this evening. That heat advisory in effect through 8 p.m. tomorrow. The 4th, it looks like just kind of a breezy day. Temperatures close to that century mark, but definitely feeling like it so far this evening. The rain chance will be a possibility to our north late tonight through early tomorrow morning. I don't think we're going to see a lot anyway, but we'll see how things happen. But 93 right now, 93 in Madisonville. We've cooled off a little bit across the area, but it's still pretty hot. And I'll show you those heat index values here in a second. But by about 8 o'clock, we'll be in these upper 80s, mid to upper 80s by around 9. So fireworks probably going off between about 9 and 9:30, as Carly's been mentioning the last couple of shows here. 84 by about 10. I put about a 10% chance for some rain in there, just because we might see a passing shower in the northern part of the area, up into maybe Leon County. But that's probably going to be about it. Things should be pretty quiet across the area. We'll see how that evolves, though, through the evening. But I don't think it'll cancel any plans. But for tonight, temperatures should drop into the upper 70s. So we'll see that isolated shower chance early on, but it will be another muggy night tonight. But that heat advisory in effect until 8 p.m. on Thursday. There's the timing there on the top left side of your screen. So possibly seeing some of those storms, like I mentioned, up and towards Leon or Houston County late tonight through early tomorrow morning. But what does it feel like right now? It feels like 103. 103 also in Hempstead and in Navasota, but we earlier had some temperatures feeling like about 109 in Hempstead and Brenham, so it's dropped off a little bit. Centerville's feeling about like 105 or so, so it's pretty humid across the area. We'll see those temperatures drop off tonight, maybe a stray shower forming with that drop off, but tomorrow already 9 a.m., feeling like 90 as we head back to work, and by the afternoon, yeah, you're not going to like this graphic. Feeling like 108, 111 or so. Maybe even 111 also in Huntsville. So a very hot day tomorrow. That heat advisory continues until 8 p.m. tomorrow evening, so the heat isn't going anywhere for a little bit longer. Pinpoint forecast wants to bring in an isolated shower possibly into maybe Robertson or Leon County, maybe even to parts of the area, but I think we're going to see very little in the way of rainfall this evening. Things should be pretty quiet tonight, and we will drop off pretty quickly into the upper 70s and low 80s tonight. So another warm one tonight, maybe a stray shower in the morning, but I think things should be pretty quiet tomorrow afternoon into the evening. Across the state, we're not the only ones. Feels like 114 in Abilene right now, 104 in Dallas, and 104 in Waco. Feels like 109 in Del Rio. But the heat builds in this week, high pressure building in with temperatures between about 95 and 99 through middle to end of the week. And we might have a better chance at some rain by the weekend. But for tomorrow, highs around 97, hot, and yeah, you said it, 97 degrees and just very humid across the region. We'll be dropping to the upper 70s tonight, same thing tomorrow morning. And looks like just a hot end to the week with those temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. Maybe a slightly better rain chance this weekend, Clay, but yeah, I wouldn't count on it.
You said 80 for the low this morning, so
yeah.
I have a feeling my AC bill is going to be pretty high this month for July.
I think it's going to be pretty high for some, yeah.
Yep, feel like it cool out.
Wouldn't be surprised by that.
Exactly. Thanks, Mac. Well, we have plenty of big names on the move in the NBA free agency today. Cody is next to have the rundown on the list. And we'll have a bevy of baseball as well to tell you about, from the Astros and Rangers to the Bombers playing at home on the 4th of July.
Sports is presented by Allen Honda, corner of Southwest Parkway and Highway 6. Allen's got your Honda. From the KBTX Sports Center, News 3 Sports starts now.
Among the 4th of July traditions here in the good old US of A, baseball. Plenty of big league action across the nation this afternoon. Also here in the Brazos Valley as the Bombers hit the field for some Independence Day baseball. It's also Military Appreciation Day at Nutrabolt Stadium as the Bombers host the Victoria Generals. Bombers flashing some star-spangled leather quality in the top of, let me try that one again. Star-spangled quality leather in the top of the first. Anthony Herrera sliding in to make a grab off the bat of Sam Mahovsky, but the Generals do get on the scoreboard first. Top of the second, Bryce Brandel grounds one to first, but Zach McGuire lets it get past him. Christian Cottle scores on the error to make it 1-0 Victoria, but the Bombers aren't down for long. With 2 outs and the bases loaded in the bottom of the second, Garrett McCain rips a shot down the third base line, and all 3 runners will come home. That gets the scoring started for the Bombers today. They go on to blow out the Generals 10-2. The Astros host the Mariners on the 4th of July. Both teams tied for second in the AL West. The Astros get the scoring started in their first at-bat. With the bases loaded, Luis Valbuena lifts a fly ball to center, plenty deep for George Springer to tag and score, make it a 1-0 game. But the Astros don't lead for long. Top of the second, Seattle answers as Dae-Ho Lee singles to right. Kyle Seager races around the bases, and we're even at 1. Lance McCullers makes sure that's the only Seattle run on the day. He strikes out 10 and gives up just the 1 run on 5 hits in 7 innings on the mound. George Springer gives the Astros the lead for good in the 5th, the solo homer, number 19 on the year for Springer. Astros win on the 4th of July for the first time since 2006. 2-1 is your final. Both the Astros and Mariners chasing the Rangers in the AL West. Texas visiting the Boston Red Sox today. Great start for the Rangers today at Fenway Park. Texas up 1-0 and tack it on 2 more. Rougned Odor singles to right, and both Adrian Beltre and Prince Fielder score. Texas up 4-0 after the top of the first, but it's all downhill from there. Boston cuts it to 4-3 in the third and goes ahead to stay on Brock Holt's 2-run blast. Boston bangs out 4 homers on the day. They take down Texas 12-5. The old saying goes, if you can't beat them, join them. And that's what Kevin Durant did today. Durant is leaving Oklahoma City to sign with Golden State, giving the Warriors a dream team-like team of Durant, 2-time NBA MVP Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. Deal is 2 years for just over $54 million for the 7-time All-Star. Golden State has to make room for Durant, and their loss is the Dallas Mavericks' gain. Dallas will sign former Golden State forward Harrison Barnes to a 4-year, $94 million deal, and have agreed to trade to get center Andrew Bogut from Golden State as well. Also on this very busy Independence Day, the Spurs have agreed to a deal with Pau Gasol. Word is Tim Duncan is leaning towards retirement. Great career for Tim Duncan, of course, if that's true. Great tie by you.
Thank you.
Great tie by me. I think we've been out tied, though, by Mac with his
the American
United States flag.
It's hard to beat Old Glory, definitely.
It is.
A lot of disappointed fans in Oklahoma City today, but a great grab for Golden State.
Yeah, lots of jerseys being burned. Saw a bunch of vines of that on Twitter today. You never know what will happen, though, because LeBron James, they burned all his jerseys in Cleveland.
And he came back.
Yeah, so you never know.
So it could be meant to be. Thanks, Cody. We'll have a look at what's coming up tonight at 10, and we'll have a final look at weather. Stay with us. Tonight at 10, we'll have a wrap-up of some local 4th of July celebrations happening across the Brazos Valley and country. And apps on your smartphone could be leading hackers straight to your personal information. We'll tell you what to look out for.
And well, let's look at that 7-day forecast. Temperature is going to be in the mid to upper 90s this week into next weekend. We might see an isolated storm by the beginning of next weekend, but things looking pretty quiet, at least this week, and the heat will be on. At least we'll have a bit of a breeze, though, with that south wind about 10 to 20 miles per hour through the end of this week.
Good weather for eating watermelon tonight, and maybe have a snow cone and then go out and enjoy the fireworks as well.
Excellent weather, yes.
So it should be great. Well, that's our report for now. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to join us for News 3 at 10 or anytime on our web channel, KBTX.com.
Thank you for watching News 3 at 6 on KBTX. The people you know, the news you trust.